Hi friends, this is Krish the Urban Naxal. Friends, there are two pieces of news that I want to give you. I like to keep you updated on what's going on in our legal cases. Two things that are going on right now is one, the Runwal case. Runwal criminal case in particular, the civil case seems to have gone into some kind of dormancy right now at the present point of time. So we are just getting tariq pe tariq and nothing much has been happening over the past 6-8 months. The Runwal criminal case, however, is still at a stage where we need to get post surety. So people, well, it can be someone from my family, but I like to not rely on my family for such things unnecessarily. And of course, if it boils down to it, then I have to rely on my family. But I would like to rely on the public rather than my family to post sureties. Now, what is a surety? A surety does not mean that you have to pay any money. A surety is basically coming to court with your Aadhar, PAN, etc., your bank statement, 3 years IT returns if you are a businessman, or your 3 months salary slips if you are an employee. And you come to court and basically fill out some paperwork which basically says, listen, if this guy Krishnaraj Rao absconds in the course of the trial, like if he runs away to Nepal or Myanmar or wherever, or just disappears from the face of the earth and doesn't attend court hearings, then I'll pay 25,000 bucks to the court. So that is the kind of thing. I'm simplifying it for you. A surety is a formality. However, formalities are necessary and we have need for the formality. Tomorrow, we will need 1 or 2 or 3, whoever, as many as can come and give surety for myself, Alvin Dantas and Devdas Acharya. Last time there was this hearing a couple of months ago. I made the same appeal. A number of people came, but they were not found fit to stand surety. Some of them were shippies whose employers were abroad. They were not in India. They were not based in India. So salaried employees whose employers are abroad, that doesn't work. There were people who came in with bank account and their bank account, their savings account didn't have enough funds. So it was at minimum fund. So that was rejected. Then people came in without some of their papers and so on and so forth. So a lot of the sureties didn't happen. One guy's surety happened, that is Rajendra Singh's. Rajendra Singh, the gym coach against whom Runwal has filed a case. The other 3 of us, we are as of date still without surety. So I'm I'm hoping that some of the people, members of the public, could be people I have helped out, or could be just generally people who appreciate the kind of work that I'm doing here. I hope some of you will take this opportunity to come and stand by us. It's going to take some time. You will have to come to Kurla Court tomorrow, courtroom number 51, sign some papers. It's a time-consuming process. I would say 3-4 hours at the very least, but if it takes longer, we won't be surprised. So it's going to be a day of getting acquainted, signing papers, chit-chatting most of the time, hanging around, waiting, understanding the court environment, the court process. This is one thing. So tomorrow, Runwal criminal case hearing at Kurla Court, courtroom number 51. Those of you who wish to do this, please coordinate with me on phone and WhatsApp. My numbers are 9821588114 and 816-947-1229. Now for the second item of news. Lodha's case, which had fallen into some kind of dormancy after 2019, after April 2019, because Lodha had been refused the interim relief that they sought. The interim relief that they sought is zip up Krishnaraj Rao. He will not say anything about us on his channel. he is to be barred, he is to be gagged from saying anything more on YouTube or any other social media. This was the kind of relief they sought, to which they got an emphatic slap on the face from Justice Gautam Patel in his order, and Justice Gautam Patel of Bombay High Court said very clearly, there is nothing wrong. On the face of it, whatever he is saying is not defamatory, is completely factual. It falls under the category of fair comment and justifiable opinion, and it is essentially truthful and factual, and it is in public interest. So you cannot bar him from speaking out. He is on the face of it not defaming you. So that was the interim order in my favor, and it was very emphatic that on the face of it, it appears that what Lodha is doing deserves criticism, deserves the harshest criticism possible. And Justice Gautam Patel himself criticized Lodha and his conduct and his activities in his judgment, and it is a landmark of sorts. Now, the period of that interim relief, it continues. We continue to be protected by that order. In the meanwhile, the main trial is about to commence. I have received a notice which requires me to appear in court on 13th, that is day after tomorrow, before the registrar of Bombay High Court, and say that I am going to submit our written statement in reply to the suit within a month. And also who is going to appear. In this case, I am going to appear, I am going to be there as party in person, and that is the default position till now. Now we will have to see whether they say no, you have to go before a committee, and the committee is going to examine you, whether you are fit to appear for yourself or not, and all that thing. So let us see how that goes. We are going to, all of that is going to happen, and there may be new challenges. There may be challenges we don't know about. So this sort of begins a new chapter in the Lodha story, starting 13th July, day after tomorrow. And I will be ideally appearing for myself. Others who have any concerns about Lodha may feel free to share. There is absolutely no bar against sharing information. There is no bar against reporting what is happening in the court. There is no bar against criticizing judgments or orders on merits, and I intend to use each and every one of those freedoms. There is also no bar on us, on me, for stating what Lodha is doing. And if there are new cases concerning Lodha, whether it is token refund cases, or it is possession related cases, or it is intrinsic defects in their goods, that is their flats, or their services, that is the way they interact with the public, nothing prevents me from speaking about it, making videos about it. So please continue reaching out to me about Lodha. The same goes for Runwal. Whether there is a criminal case, whether there is a civil case or not, will not deter me from speaking against activities of these builders which are extremely public in nature, which are advertised on front pages of newspapers, which are deeply concerning to the flat purchasers community, the ordinary folks, the middle class folks. We have every reason to speak about it. We have every reason to discuss, and if necessary, criticize in the harshest possible language. Absolutely no bar. So, with this, friends, I wish you all a great and exciting time ahead. I think we are going to have some very interesting outcomes coming out of these cases, and quite honestly I look forward to them, because although these cases have been filed against us, it is these builders who are on trial. And if the courts choose to be partisan in their treatment of these cases, then it will be the courts who will put themselves on trial, the judges who will put themselves on trial. And I say this as a proud citizen of India. I look forward to having interesting outcomes in these cases. Exciting times lie ahead, and I for one am very excited. So stay strong, keep fighting. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan.